Eighth graders in George Fisher Middle School's technology labs took a hands-on approach to problem solving as engineers and parent volunteers came together for IBM Engineering Week.
Okay, so we're going to talk about who we are, give you a little bit of overview of engineer, and then we're going to make you junior engineers for the day, and you're going to come up and make a water filtration system by the end of this period. So it's going to be very cool.
Celebration, and we're recognizing International Engineers Week. International meaning around the world. Engineers are not just here in the United States, they're everywhere in the world. So how would you know if you would want to be an engineer? And the reason I'm asking that question is because there's not enough engineers in the world, and we need more engineers. And we're going to talk to you
Beginning with a discussion of how engineers employ creative thinking to ordinary problems, the volunteers drew the students into the conversation with a simple fact. There are less women in engineering than men.
Boys must be, because most engineers are men. So you must be smarter than girls, right?
No.
Are you smart enough to be an engineer?
I am.
Absolutely you are. Are you smart enough to be an engineer? Of
One,
course you
two,
are.
three.
Are you smart enough to be an engineer?
No.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. All right, so let me look at it this way. Who likes to take things apart? Why?
It's fun.
Because it's fun, it's interesting. The idea of taking things apart and putting them back together is only worthwhile if you can make it better. And that's what engineers do. They take things apart, they put them back together, they make things better. They look at a current situation, a current model, a current tool, and they make it better.
Driving home the idea that what the world needs is more people willing to think and act creatively, some of the ways that engineers influence society were explored.
Agricultural, right? If you like gardening and farming and stuff like that, it's really cool. So there's all many kinds of engineering, and I'm sure if you look through here, there's something that interests you outside, besides just engineering piece of it. So there's some misconceptions about engineers, that they're nerds. I'm sure you've heard, right? Is there anything else you've heard about engineers or anything? Well, a lot of people think...
Every kind of tool required someone to design it, someone to make it work, someone to test it, someone to make it better. That's an engineer. That's what engineers do.
IBM software engineer Donna Stenger shared some insights into her role in keeping the country's computer systems in top working order.
Types of software engineers. So what I do is I debug. I actually get a call from a customer, just like if you guys are playing your game and it freezes, or something happens to that game where your guy is in the sky and he should be on the ground. That's a bug. Something happened in that computer software that the software manufacturer didn't anticipate happening. And that's what we refer to as a bug in the software engineer industry. So what my job is, I have to sometimes recreate the problem to try to get deeper and to figure out why this bug is now appearing suddenly. Did something introduce the bug? Was the bug always there? I mean, it's amazing to me how many bugs have been there since 1989 or before you were born, and it never manifested itself. And this code that I work on is not a gaming system, it's actually an operating system, and it's not the operating system that you guys run on your PCs or your iPads. It's the operating system that Target runs, the telephone company, the banks. So I actually at times have to walk into that room that is filled with computers, and it looks like something out of Star Trek sometimes. And it's amazing, these rooms are getting smaller and smaller because our computers are as you know, are getting smaller and smaller, other than cell phones. They seem to be getting bigger. And what's interesting is I'm on a one-year temp assignment on the IBM test floor, and my job for this 1 year is actually to try to introduce the bugs into the system rather than find them. So I'm taking a different side of software engineering and putting what I know about bugs to work. A lot of my job is very small task oriented, where I figure out the bug, I bring it to the development team, and those are the software engineers that sit behind a desk and write the code, and they end up fixing the problem. So I solve the problem and they fix it.
Almost 900 million people on the planet don't have access to clean water. After some real-world examples, the students were charged with finding simple, affordable ways to engineer water filters that work.
All right, guys, I'm going to show you what you're going to be filtering today. We have contaminated water here. Your job will be to make our water contaminant-free. There's a lot of uck and yuck. Who would drink this water with all this stuff in it? Anybody? Nobody? Who would drink what's in this bottle? Huh. Can you just smell this and tell me if you drink that bottle? Oh my God. If it's clear in your mind, you think it's good to drink. This is contaminated. This is not good to drink. So what you need to change is your mindset, is it doesn't have to be clear to be good water. You're going to filter this. This is going to be good water.
So we're going to give you packets with some material. These are some of the items that are going to be in your package of the supplies that we're handing out in your bags. With this, we're going to give each of you as a team to come up with a solution to filter out the water. Now, so this table over here, you're going to do the most cost-effective filtering solution. So we have the list of supplies, and we have the price for each supply that you use, how much it's going to cost for you to develop your filtration system. This table over here, we're going to ask you to come up with the safest solution. So cost doesn't matter. Make it safe because I don't want to drink any dirty water. That's your goal. Your job is to, you're going to have durable water. You're going to be in a filtration system that it's hard to reach. We're not going to be able to change the filter very often. And your table is going to do quick cleanup. There was a big spill or something like that, right? You've seen that with oils and things like that. You've got to clean it up quickly. You don't care how much it costs maybe, but you kind of do, but you got to do it quick. All right, that's what your solution is going to come. So this is what you're going to filter out. You have to create a system that is going to filter out all the dirty stuff that's in there.
So bad.
So remember, filtration doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to look clear and white. It's going to have no particles in it. So when we do it, all right? It's first come up with your design on your piece of paper. So each team should write up, discuss, teamwork. Remember, engineers work in teams. Write your design on your piece of paper and then build.
Don't forget about your course. Who's drawing it? Engineers have to plan. They have to work with on your paper or drawing it out. So you guys have to talk amongst yourselves. What would be what would be the most efficient?
Are you guys checking the prices? What's the most expensive?
Put this here for that.
I don't know. Should we leave something like that or place it on here? So like it over there and then like.
Yeah, you don't have to use everything, guys. You don't tie everything.
Coffee thing, this, and sponges.
How much did you use? So what did you use?
The coffee filter, the sponge, and a paper towel.
No,
We put the sponge in too.
Safest? So what did you do to make it the safest? What did you use?
We use the sponge and these water.
Oh, there it goes.
Teamwork and collaborative thinking were encouraged. After some successes and a few redesigns, the students delivered some effective and economical solutions.
Yeah, well, that was when the last administration was in 5 years ago. They wanted that push. Now the push is
Holy! It worked!
make these major.
What do you need?
I think they did it. Excellent.
The future looks bright if these kids have anything to say about solving problems in the real world.